Mr. Doron, and he's the CEO from Luminescent Solar Power. Doron and he co-founder of Luminescent Solar Power, focusing on developing new solar energy technology. Doron was one of the biggest PV developers in Israel and co-developer with EDF from 2009 and 2019 to follow up all the PV projects and build together 100s of megawatts. They are developing new solar technology that can generate 24/7 and 365 with a low LCOE. The pilot will take place in Q4 2022. He's going to deliver with us why PV plus batteries is not enough. Doron, I leave my floor to you. Thank you.
Okay, hi everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. I will share my screen, so it will be much easier. Let's see. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen now.
Okay. So what I'm going to speak, so first of all, as I was introduced, I have a...
Can you make it a full screen, please?
What?
Just make it full screen. Okay,
what do you see
we can
now?
have a nice review on the screen. Try to make it full screen.
Okay, this is
yes. Just
what do you see now?
Sure that now it's still, not full screen, just a part of your presentations.
So let's try to do it again.
Okay.
What do you see now?
Oh, good. It's full now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so actually, I have a very, I'm from 2008 in the renewable energy. I built a 300 megawatts, so I have a lot of experience in the PV field. And but PV can be part of the game or part of the solution. It's not the solution because PV, it's impossible to work 24/7. This is exactly what we need. So actually, my new company, what we are doing, it's we're developing a new solar energy technology that can work 24/7 with very low cost. So what is everyone looking for? Everyone looking for a green energy solution that's going to be baseload. So baseload, it means that you have the option to work 24/7. It have to be dispatchable. Dispatchable means that even if you have one day without sun or 1 month without sun, you have the ability to generate electricity, green electricity, on the same capex, okay? It have to be stable and it have to be low cost. As you know, this kind of solution does not exist in the market. What exists in the market, it's actually the PV, which is amazing technology. And for 10 years, I work with this. But PV, it's not baseload, it's not dispatchable, it's not stable, even if you will use lithium-ion batteries. So it's not, as I said, mentioned before, PV, it's part of the solution, but not the solution. So on the other hand, we have the solar thermal. The solar thermal, it's have the potential to be full baseload, dispatchable, stable, but it's very complex to build, very complex to finance, and it's expensive. So actually, it's almost a dead technology. So I know it's in Hebrew, but just from this slide, what you have to understand that Israel, despite that we have a lot of sun, we are actually one of, we don't have any, or we have very little renewable energy. So today Israel, it's something around 5%, which is very low. And the targets for 2030, it's 30%, which is also very low. So Israel is not one of the best countries in renewable energy. And the Israel Minister of Energy done a calculation that if you want 80% renewable in Israel, that as you know, it's a very sunny country. So the assumption, the cost will be 8 cents, which is very, very expensive. And the combination, 8 cents in 2050, so in 30 years. Today, the cost is 12 cents. And how we can be, and what is the combination for full base load, dispatchable and stable? It's a lot of solar panels, a lot of lithium-ion batteries, but also a lot of gas power plants. So this combination will give the solution we need, but it will not be green and it will be expensive, okay? So what we in Luminescent actually can bring to the market, It's actually a new kind of technology that in 4 years, in 2025, we can present 5 cents 24/7 or year long. And just to understand about Israel, okay, Israel, this graph is to 2050. Okay, this is in the summer. So in the yellow, it's the PV. In this yellow, it's the storage. The PV is going to the storage. In blue, it's the batteries. And in gray, it's the gas. So actually, in the middle of the summer, the best day in the summer, we will need 18 gigawatt of gas. Okay, so this is one problem. If you're going to the winter, in the winter, you can see that we need a lot of gas. Okay, so actually this scenario, it's if we want 95% of renewable energy, but in Israel, as I mentioned before, if you want to have a very high penetration of renewable, you will need on the same time a lot of gas. So actually PV with batteries, it's not a solution. It can be part of it for sure. It's very good technology, but it's not the whole solution if we want to go to high penetration of renewable. What we're doing in Luminescent, it's just the last slide, just to give you some info what we are doing, but it's not the part of this presentation. It's actually we're doing new CSP, solar thermal. We have a lot of small towers. Any towers is just 50 meters high, so they are very small. But the heliostat, the mirrors, are actually moving from tower to tower as the sun is going along the sun. So across the sky. So actually what happens that now we have double the efficiency like in regular CSP. So we have double the efficiency. So we have 50% of the cost. But the problem of this technology that every tower needs very small heat engine. How small? 100 kilowatt of heat engine. It has to be 100 kilowatt, efficient and low cost. This solution does not exist in the market because heat engine, it's usually steam turbine and they are huge. So if you want, this is exactly what we are doing. We are producing or we are developing new heat engine, very disruptive, that it's good for a lot of markets. But one of the markets, it's the solar energy. And we have a 100 kilowatt heat engine, very efficient, very low cost. And this is exactly what we can offer. And actually, this is what I want to say about PV and batteries. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask.